follow the spirals. There's a connection here onto this branch.
Those are called Bonsai.
Now, would you ever rewire this plant?
Oh yes. If the branches start moving out of position and you get a visual, I mean, you'll be looking at this plant often. And after a while, the branch looks like, okay. Not only that, but you see these branches here that are not shaped yet. If I move them down, all of a sudden I'm creating more detail. Okay? And that's what you will start doing after all.
Okay.
You start taking the branches and wire it to detail them. These here, you start opening them up and wiring them and alternating them and creating the branches on a tree. They detail, they don't, and another thing too, as I'm setting them, if you look down, you'll notice that those branches that are wired, they're not directly above each other or under each other. I'm allowing them, they're offset so the sun can get all of it.
Nice.
Okay? And 90% of branches that grow on the trees, you'll find out. One over here, one there, one across here, maybe up here, this one will be over here, but the sun will hit it, you know, they won't be close to each other, that type of thing. Yeah? See if you can remove some wire. Go for it.
No, you did.
Go for it, right here. Here. Put your tongue down. And your name? Allie. Nice to meet you, Ellie, and
Dustin. Dustin. D-U-S-T-I.
Dustin and Ellie. Okay, Ellie, starting with this one, you see where the edge is? And there it is. Start taking that baby off. Okay. Protect the branch from the end. Start unwinding the wire. Yes, yep. Just hold the branch, protect the branch so that it doesn't flop around, right?
It everywhere.
Yes. Just unravel it. You'll find that other branches are getting in your way. That's the way to go. See, when I wired it in between the branches. I didn't pin the branches down.
Yeah.
Left them free. So I just got it along the branch, the trunk of the branch.
And do you leave like a little space so it can grow?
Yes, always a good idea. That makes sense, right, Dustin? Because it's in 6 months, this baby is still expanding. Okay? In fact, I just removed it off of the Japanese boxwood because I happened to see it looked like it was growing into the trunk, and I'm happy I removed it because it left a little bit of a groove there.
Okay.
The grooves will grow out. It'll take a couple of years, but they will grow out. All right, keep on going.
She might be more comfortable.
Okay, maybe
sitting.
if you're uncomfortable about that, start from the top now. Okay, now we're going to take it down because this is one piece.
Really?
You're a patient young lady. Not patient with him, right?
I've never been called patient. This is wonderful.
That retirement. That is a stress release hobby.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
My business partner just got into doing this actually.
Really, what kind of business?
I'm a tattooer.
Tattooer? Okay. I just heard, I saw a gal that her whole body was tattooed. She's from San Diego. And she was, her dad lives in Kingston. Okay. And she was with him, and we were talking, and her daddy is ill, and that's why she's here. And she said, I said to her, I said, you're going to stay here forever? She said, I'm having the biggest problem with tattoo artists here. They're not cautious enough. They're not treating people properly, and they're not cleaning their equipment properly, and that, she said, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can agree with that. Yeah. We just opened our shop, a month and a half ago? I was in Athens before that. So. But yeah, we're trying to set the standard of how it should be done.
That's what you got to do. Okay, now this is going to move. Nope. So we got another one here. See, I use the wrist. You learn how to. Yeah, you learn how to. That branch.
So as you're turning it, are you holding?
I'm holding.
Sort of up against
Yes. Yes. Now you're protecting the branches. Now this is aluminum wire, so you can straighten it out and reuse it. Okay. See, we used to use copper wire. Copper wire, when it sits in the sun for 5-6 months, anneals, which means it gets hot. A piece of steel, and you cannot unravel it. You've got to cut it off every one of those spirals. That's why our wire cutters, you can get with point. That's where your fulcrum is. Yeah, and you have to cut every little piece off, and you cannot reuse it. With aluminum wire that we use now, you can unravel it, straighten it out, and reuse it.
Back, I got tons of copper wire.
Copper wire. Well, you can use it.
Yeah.
If it's just sitting there doing nothing.
We got plenty of it. My stepdad owns a construction company, so we've got piles of it.
Different sizes.
All different sizes.
Okay, yes. Yeah, we used to use a lot of them. The ancient Japanese, they didn't have wire back then.
Yeah.
So they'd take a piece of bamboo, cross there, tie it there, or tie it there. Or hang rocks. Bring it down, hang rocks. Or if they went out, they'd hang Mama-san on the branch. But that's what they would normally do, right? But you have definitely a gorgeous tree in training. And as you can see, I see the difference?
Yeah.
Right? See what it does? When you start looking at the branches, what can be done. Okay? So if you do want to fool with it a little bit, play around. Just be careful. Yeah? Another thing too, if you take a look at the old branches on the trees, you'll notice that they will start drooping as they get heavier, and underneath the foliage there's no foliage. This is sunflower. The foliage is on the top and off to the sides. So, underneath foliage can be taken off, okay? I leave a lot of this on so that when I start working the root structure, I have foliage that I can take off that is not visible, that won't deter from the tape itself. Okay? And this way I'll have enough, take 30 to 40% off, I can reduce that by 30 to 40% without harming my star. Okay? Yeah. So it's one of those things in the beginning, just like when you were studying, you connected with your sensei, your teacher on a consistent basis, and that's what we do. That's why we have a website, email, text in, whatever it takes. We're connected. Okay? This baby's yours.